Oh, you're gonna be so glad you clicked this video. Trust me, this baby can fit so much tech news in it. I love it. These freaking ransomware attacks just won't stop. The latest victim is Kaseya, an IT firm that offers remote services to supply chain businesses worldwide, thousands of which were infected with malware by the Re-Evil hacking group. Because they're evil, and then they're evil one more time. Nope, the group apparently hijacked Kaseya's software update functionality to deploy the malware to victims across the world, and they're now offering to decrypt the files they've infected for a $70 million ransom. The attack has led to Sweden's Coop supermarket chain, I don't know if that's how you say Coop, closing all its stores this past weekend, and it's unclear how the hack will affect other sectors, but it's notable simply because it's one of the most widespread ransomware attacks ever seen. In fact, I think it might go down as the biggest one ever, so all the hackers can probably stop doing this now. You did it, guys! Nice one. Time to pack it in and stop doing this. Popular free audio editing app Audacity is living up to its name after its new owners updated the app's terms of service to indicate user data could be collected and potentially sold. Muse Group bought Audacity on April 30th, and while they promised the app would remain free and open source, they didn't mention anything about how they were looking to monetize their acquisition. And well, the new terms make reference to the standard data you'd think an app might collect, OS version, user country, the CPU being used, but they also say Audacity has the right to collect data necessary for law enforcement, litigation, and authorities' requests, which could be literally anything. They also say the data may be sent back to Muse Group's Russian headquarters, and it's fair game if Audacity gets bought by any other company, and so naturally, children under 13 should not be using it. The free, open source audio editor. Kids should be buying Adobe licenses. Instead, what do you mean they have no money? Haven't they been working evenings and weekends? I'm assuming that's the norm in Russia, I don't. And Qualcomm says they're planning to release notebook processors in 2022 that will rival Apple Silicon chips like the M1. Planning being the key word here. Okay, actually they may have a shot. You see, back in March, Qualcomm acquired Nuvia, a processor design company started by former Apple engineers who oversaw the development of Cupertino's in-house chips. Qualcomm CEO Cristiano Amon told Reuters that he thinks his company can make the best chip on the market. It's only when you put it in a laptop that you get some problems, but the chip itself, it's a good chip. It's pretty good. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Seasonic, maker of the best effing power supplies on the market. Are you kidding me? You were about to go buy a power supply from those other guys, weren't you? Huge mistake! Seasonic's Prime Ultra Titanium power supplies feature ultra high efficiency with an 80+ titanium rating. They're fully modular. They feature hybrid fan control and fluid dynamic fan bearings to keep the noise down and last forever. That's right, these things have a 50,000 hour life expectancy and a 12-hour warranty. The ocean will light on fire again and we'll probably all be gone by then anyways, so get yourself a Seasonic power supply at the link below. Why am I so angry? I love you. I don't know, these bits are pretty quick. Hoffman, why aren't you stopping me?
You're unstoppable.
Apex Legends servers were hacked, but not to get anyone fraudulent chicken dinners. Players trying to join a game were met by a message linking to SaveTitanfall.com, a site dedicated to convincing Respawn to fix the multiplayer mode for Titanfall 1, which is itself being kept offline by hackers. Now I say multiplayer mode, but Titanfall 1 was multiplayer only, so they have a point. The Save Titanfall people say they're not affiliated with the hack, making this all kind of confusing and leading me to say, just play Battlefield 4 for now. The servers are hot. Watch out for me in the chopper though, I'm coming for you. Cryptocurrency is having a moment, and not in a good way. The total hash rate for the Ethereum network is down 19% this month in the wake of the Chinese crackdown on mining, a development that has also driven the largest drop in mining difficulty for the Bitcoin network ever. Crypto may be the future, but it looks like it's gonna have to face a reckoning of some kind before we're all blockchaining around on our blockchain boards. I don't know how the blockchain works. Early adopters everywhere are slapping early builds of Windows 11 on their machines, including Gustav Mons. That's probably not how you say his name. who has carried on his tradition of installing unusual operating systems on the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL, a phone from 2015. It honestly looks like it runs pretty well, and with the vertical screen, you probably won't even notice the centered start button, thus avoiding being triggered by your irrational hatred of change. You gotta address that at some point. Scientists at the University of Göttingen in Germany have built a high-resolution Microsoft completely out of Lego parts and some mobile phone components, except for the actual microscope lenses themselves. Well, we hear about German engineering all the time, but this is just flaunting their skills. Oh, German engineering is so good. We can build a microscope from f***ing Lego. Get behind us in the line. And other scientists have demonstrated successful genome editing in space for the first time using CRISPR technology. This paves the way for more space-based research on repairing DNA that is damaged by space radiation, meaning if this research goes anywhere, future astronauts could have their DNA rewritten to stay safe on deep space flights. This is cool, but also an amazing setup for a space horror film. I have to write that down. Okay, so now this episode is over. Come back on Wednesday for more tech news, provided you haven't mutated into a homicidal space creature by then. I just gave away the ending. Ah, come on, Hoffman!